It's Wilbur. Okay, now Wilbur is a piglet, okay, a baby pig. Okay, and the story begins with an 8-year-old Fern. Okay, Fern is the girl here who is 8 years old, and she is taking care of this piglet Wilbur. Okay, who works out ways to save the runt. So she is trying her best to save and protect like her own baby. Okay. Um, the extract is a part of the children's novel, okay, Charlotte's Web. Now let's read on. Okay, now Fern loved Wilbur more than anything. Okay, now she herself, she's 8 years old only, and she loves Wilbur like as if he was a baby to her. Okay, she loved to stroke him means like with a fun, with a playful mood, just to blow or just to hit him. Okay, to feed him. Okay, to give food, to put him to bed. Every morning as soon as she got up, she warmed his milk. So that was her like a daily thing to do. Okay, every morning as soon as she wakes up, she used to warm his milk. Okay, tied his beep on. Now what is beep? It's a piece of cloth. Okay, if you have seen how a mother feeds her own baby, okay, human baby, so they what does she put on the neck? That piece of cloth, so that it does not spoil the baby's cloth, or it does not weight her his or her cloth. So a small piece of cloth has been tied. Okay, which has a plastic also in our surface, so that is called a beep. Okay, so she used to tie that beep for Wilbur as well, and held the bottle for him so that he can drink milk from the bottle. Okay, now every afternoon when the school bus stopped, okay, in front of our house. Now Fern needs to go to school, so every morning when the bus used to stop in front of our house, she jumped out and ran to the kitchen to fix another bottle for him. So even before going to school, she used to fix or keep ready another bottle of milk, so that even if she is not there, her mother will feed Wilbur. She feed him again at supper time. Again, she used to feed him at a dinner time, and again just before going to bed. Okay. Mrs. Arable, who is Fern's mother, okay, this girl's mother, Mrs. Arable, gave him a feeding around noontime each day. When Fern was away in school, Wilbur loved his milk. So when Fern is not there, Wilbur loves and enjoys his milk. Okay, and he was never happier than when Fern was warming up a bottle for him. So Wilbur becomes more happy when especially Fern is warming the milk for him. Okay, he would stand and gaze up at her with adoring eyes. Okay, with the loving eyes, Wilbur also used to look at Fern. Okay, for the first few days of his life, Wilbur was allowed to live in a box near the stove in the kitchen. So it was cold. Okay, now babies, whatever, no matter what creature baby it is, okay, even if it's an animal, they definitely feel cold. Okay, so keeping that in mind, okay, so earlier when Wilbur was very tiny, for first few days of his life, Wilbur was allowed to live in a box, okay, which was kept near the stove in the kitchen only. Okay, stove where you cook food. Okay, so there it's warm, so he was allowed to sleep there. Then when Mrs. Arable complained, he was moved to a bigger box in the woodshed. Now, as he was growing, Mrs. Arable, mother, she did not like Wilbur sitting near the kitchen or near the stove. So she said that let's move him outside or move him to a bigger box in the woodshed. Now what is woodshed? Woodshed is where you store all your hoods, no? So there they were thinking to keep Wilbur. At 2 weeks of age, he was moved outdoors. So it was only 2 weeks. Okay, now Wilbur has totally grown up. Okay, so he was kept outdoors, not even inside the house, but outdoors. Okay, outside. It was apple blossom time and the days were getting warmer. So apple blossom time means slowly summer was appearing and then days were getting warmer. Okay, Mr. Arable, the father, okay, fixed a small yard. Yard means a small lawn kind of thing, especially for Wilbur under an apple tree. okay, and gave him a large wooden box full of straw. Now what is straw? A dried stalks, okay, like you find that when you are feeding cows, no, you find that yellow one which is a dry stalks, okay, yellowish in color, so that is straw. Okay, a box full of straw with a doorway cut, so small doorway was made where Wilbur can enter or come out from that box, okay, so he could walk in and out as he pleased. Won't he be cold at night? Asked Fern. No, said her father. So she asked that, won't he get cold at night? And the father said, no. You watch and see what he does. And his father said that you just see what he does, okay. Carrying a bottle of milk, Fern sat down under the apple tree inside the yard. Wilbur ran to her and she held the bottle for him while he sucked. When he had finished the last drop, he grunted and walked sleepily into the box. Fern peered through the door, that means reached through the door. Wilbur was poking the straw with his snout, okay, with his that mucus from his nose, no, that snout that has. So he was poking and he was removing the straw and he made a tunnel kind of thing. In a short time, he had dug a tunnel in the straw. He crawled into the tunnel and disappeared from sight, completely covered with straw. Fern was enchanted, that means very happy and charmed to see. It relieved her mind to know that a baby would sleep covered up and would stay warm. So the last thing that she has done is she fed her, okay, and as soon as the bottle was empty, the milk bottle was empty, he quietly went walking, and then he just dug a tunnel kind of thing with his nose. He pushed all the straw, and then he went just under the straw, and he even covered himself, okay. So Fern, seeing that, she was quite relieved that her baby piglet is not going to be cold the entire night. Every morning after breakfast, Wilbur walked out to the road with Fern and waited with her till the bus came. She would wave goodbye to him, and he would stand and watch the bus until it vanished around a turn. So Wilbur was also very loving, very was both of them were quite attached to each other. So when Fern was about to leave, so Wilbur used to follow her till the bus stand, and Wilbur would stand there in the bus stand unless the bus would vanish from the sight. Okay, so just take a turn. One warm afternoon, Fern and Avery put on bathing suits and went down to the brook. That means brook for a swim. That means brook is like a small stream. It's not exactly, it's a smaller than even a river. Okay, it's a small stream. So they wore a bathing suit, and they even took Wilbur to this stream for a swim. Wilbur tagged along at Fern's hill. Okay, so Wilbur was following Fern. When she waded into the brook, when she walked through the brook, okay, to that stream water, even Wilbur waded in with her. Even Wilbur joined to go inside the small stream. He found the water quite cold, too cold for his liking, but he did not like it because it was cold for him. Okay, the water was quite cold for him. So while the children swam and played and splashed water at each other, Wilbur amused himself in mud along the edge of the brook, where it was warm and moist and delightfully sticky and oozy. Oozy means slippery. So pigs love muds, yes or no, wet mud. So he did not like the water, he did not like the brook, small stream. So while all the children, other children were playing and enjoying the river water and swimming, Wilbur came out from the river, and then near to the river there was wet muds, okay, where he was enjoying himself. It was warm, it was moist, and it was delightfully sticky and slippery. So he was enjoying there. Every day was a happy day, and every night was peaceful after that. Okay, Wilbur was what farmers call a spring pig, okay, because he used to feel cold. He was, so which simply means that he was born in springtime. So when he was 5 weeks, so now he is 5 weeks now, Mr. Arable said he was now big enough to sell. Now when he was 5 weeks old, 1 month, and like it's almost like one month and another month running. So Mr. Arable said that he is now big enough to sell. We have to sell him, okay, and would have to be sold. Fern broke down and wept. Fern started crying because for Fern, Wilbur was like her baby. Okay, so she couldn't resist the thing that she has to sell Wilbur. So she was totally broke down and she was crying, she was weeping. But her father was firm about it. Father was like, no, we have to sell it, you cannot keep it. Okay. Wilbur's appetite had increased. Now why they decided to sell Wilbur was because as he grew, as he was growing, so his appetite grew. Okay, appetite means he used to eat a lot. Okay, he started to feel hungry a lot, so his appetite had increased. He was beginning to eat scraps of food. That means he was beginning to eat unwanted, wanted, everything, whatever he used to get, he used to eat that because he was hungry all the time. In addition to milk, so along with milk he used to take unwanted things, scrap of things. Okay, Mr. Arable was not willing to provide for him any longer. Now even though, how can they provide for Wilbur this much? No, so they said, I'm not able and I'm not willing to provide for Wilbur this much food or anything. So he had already sold Wilbur's 10 brothers and sisters. So Wilbur's had 10 brothers and 10 sisters, which was already sold out. Only Wilbur was the one which Fern wanted to keep it and grow it. So that's why he was kept. So now even he has to go. Okay, that's what Mr. Arable said. He's got to go, Fern, he said. You have had your fun raising a baby pig. Okay, but Wilbur is not a baby any longer and he has to go to be sold. So you wanted to see and you wanted to enjoy how we can grow a baby pig. Okay, and that you have done. Now Wilbur is not a baby. Okay, he is a grown up now. So he has to be got to be sold. Okay, call up the Zuckerman, suggested Mrs. Arable to Fern. So why do we sell to a stranger? Let's call to Zuckerman's. Now Zuckerman's is a place or a group of people where they take care of this animals. Okay, so Fern's Uncle Homer, okay, who is in this character, used to work for Zuckerman's, where they used to protect, where they used to take care of the creatures. Okay, any animals, they used to raise them. Okay, so Mrs. Arable, the mother, gave this idea. Let's call Zuckerman's. That means let's call Uncle Homer, so that let's ask him whether he want to raise a pig or not. So, and if Wilbur goes to Uncle Homer there to live, so you can walk down to their place anytime and you can visit Wilbur as often as you want. Okay, and then Fern said that, okay, that's also right. Okay, so how much money should I ask for him? Okay, how much should I ask Uncle Homer? Fern wanted to know, to sell Wilbur. Well, said her father, he's a runt. That means he's still a small pig. Okay, you cannot deny that. Tell your Uncle Homer you have got a pig, you will sell for $6. You tell Uncle Homer that you have got a pig and you will sell it for $6. Okay, let's see what he says. So it was soon arranged, everything. Okay, Fern was feeling better that instead of going to a stranger's place, he is going to Uncle Homer's place, where she can frequently go and meet him. So Fern, soon after that, phoned and got her Aunt Edith. Okay, and her Aunt Edith, that means Homer's wife. Okay, so Aunt Edith that means shouted for Uncle Homer, and Uncle Homer came in from the barn. Barn is a building where you keep all the animals together. Okay, so he was there, so he came and talked to Fern in the phone. When he heard that the price was only $6 for a pig, he said he would buy the pig. He said that $6 is quite good, so I will buy that pig. Next day, Wilbur was taken from his home under the apple tree and he went to live in a manure pile. That means manure means which we put, a soil that we put to for flourishing flowers and yards and whatever it is. So manure pile. He went from apple tree to he went to live in a manure pile in the cellar. Cellar means it's an underground space kind of thing of Zuckerman's barn. Okay, so that's was the life and journey of Wilbur from Fern's place, from the apple tree house to Zuckerman's barn. Okay, so that is the story of this piglet Wilbur. I hope you have understood. We will start with the question and answers tomorrow. Okay, thank you.